Chibi-Rob was in Smash Ultimate, I'm gonna cry. I voted for him in the ballot. I'm probably the only one who did, but I'm so hyped for it. I'm like, please.
It would be sick.
Please. But you know what else is hype?
What's that?
This next game. Getting into Lima playing Rosalina this bracket versus C-Zer Sonic.
You know, Lima has a lot of secondary characters. And you know what? Originally, back in the day, I used to sleep on him. I used to be like, you know what? He's just sandbagging. He's not trying. He's just using these other characters because he's just like, everyone's so beneath him. But now, man, his other characters are super solid. He works. He actually works and gets all of his characters super solid, and every single one of his secondaries is like phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Right?
I mean, it's to have someone to be a kind of player where you're basically your pockets are better than people's mains. Like you're just all right, you're good. Okay, you're good.
No, Lima's super good, and then it's not just that, but he works at it, right? He works at getting good. He works at practicing. He practices with these top people. He's on the PGR, and he's there for a reason because he's able to, you know, play a different way than the rest of the people around him.
Absolutely. I mean, right now we're seeing that taking place using Rosalina, but still putting a pretty hefty lead on C-Zer. The riders I talk about, C-Zer making quite the comeback.
Oh man, so
Getting
many
the spring ride or something.
Yeah, I mean, he was able to get a lot of up airs, and then Rosalina being so light, able to finally take it there. And it's crazy, you know, right when Lima gave C-Zer an opportunity to breathe is when C-Zer started capitalizing, and he was able to get there, right? Right when he got some breathing room, he started getting all this damage. He got Luma off the stage, and then he was able to get the stock there.
Absolutely. Luma, I mean, you know.
Oh, yep.
I've seen a lot. Okay, Lima has been F-smashing a lot of C-Zer's approaches. Because, like, I think the last time we were talking about when we saw C-Zer play was he was doing a lot of these aggressive options against Nanwar, and Nanwar wasn't able to punish it.
Exactly.
But Lima is just saying, all right, man, you can't be doing this against
exactly,
me. And just
right?
smacking him in the face with the Luma and getting kills and lots of percent off of it.
Right.
So definitely C-Zer's going to have to stop that if he wants to not get just
and that was what I was really hoping Nanwar would do, but I'm glad that Lima's here to do it for him, is these spin dashes are not safe. Spin dash is a very oppressive, very strong option, but you can punish it, and Lima is in presence of mind enough to get these punishes and have the patience to punish C-Zer's options here.
It has iframes, right? It has
The
invincibility
spin dash,
frames.
it clanks.
Oh, it clanks? Okay.
It clanks for sure. You can clank with almost anything.
I don't know, man. I'm a low tier, man. Everything is invincible to me. Oh, man. You're top tier, right? I just lose all your options. Have fun.
It can feel that way sometimes, but Lima not letting that get the better hand of him. Luma gone. Rosalina going down in the tier list a little bit, but here comes Luma, and I like to send forward there just to apply the pressure and keep, you know, this space, right? And we see a lot of projectile-based characters do that, but I love the way Lima's using Rosalina to keep that projectile-based Luma space.
We're seeing
Expecting the roll there.
We're seeing like all those punishes coming out from Lima are you can tell they're making C-Zer think twice about these aggressive options that he's used to being able to getting away with. And Lima just saying, you can't do that to me. You can't be doing these aggressive options. You're gonna get punished. And it's actually losing C-Zer a few punishes.
And losing him some games. Just like that, we see time and time again, Lima is ready for that spin dash, right? That was a lot of the damage. That was both the stocks were spin dash punishes. They're shielding it the first time, just throwing out the forward smash to contest. And C-Zer really needs to evaluate how he uses spin dash, especially playing against someone like Lima who's ready to punish, who's ready to, you know, take your stock for it.
Absolutely. I mean, one thing I haven't seen too much out of C-Zer, I think it's a lot of these approach options are very linear, because I think he's getting away with the fact that, you know, spin dash is so good, but I think he'd get a lot of mileage off of doing more dash grabs, even just dash attack, or just like maybe just a dash shield.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
trying out different kind of approach options to make it a little bit harder for Lima to just understand what he's going to do so he doesn't get F-smashed for it.
Yeah, exactly. Most of his approach options have just been spin dash. We haven't really seen him just run up and do an option. So yeah, that could be a nice mix-up to catch Lima off guard and maybe get himself a stock. Now, a lot of aggression gets Luma gone and keeps Lima in disadvantage. Yep, and takes the stock.
Definitely the stock for Lima. C-Zer coming out to a really strong early lead. You have to see what Lima's response is. I mean, he's definitely not going to let that slide.
I mean, it's a little bit of what we saw that first game. We had you know, Lima in advantage for a little bit, and then we had C-Zer just run away with it, take that stock, and then Lima just had some major adaptation to bring the game all the way back. And we'll see if we see some of that now, or if C-Zer can keep a hold of this lead. Right now, caught in disadvantage, caught in the sky, not able to get back to the stage. Spin dash, not going to get punished just yet, but he doesn't shield the second hit of that dash attack.
So he's sitting at 103, only doing 20% to Lima. Definitely in a bad position to lose all of that lead he had.
Yeah, I mean, he's really close to losing the stock. Luma there, knocking Sonic all the way off the stage. C-Zer, what's his option? Not going to get punished. Lima chooses the neutral air there instead of the up smash.
52%. That's a good. That's some good icing on the cake, man. That's some good stock percent. Woo!
Yep.
Lima trying to react to that, but not quite sure on the timing, and definitely whiffing that up smash.
Right now, C-Zer just
running
away with this.
C-Zer looking to get a 2-stock right now.
Oh, but the up's there.
Oh, right.
And this is where it gets scary. Like with most characters and almost all characters in this game really, really work well with the rage. With Luma gone, it's going to be a bit easier for C-Zer here to just keep holding on to this advantage. But when Luma comes back, he's going to need to be very careful of how he places himself and how he uses that spin dash, especially.
It's definitely going to be a little bit less scary for him to die from rage, but, you know, he's at 14. That's kill percent, right?
He needs to watch the spin dash. That's what I'm saying. He needs up throw, not going to do it even on the platform.
That was smart to not push his advantage there. Really good stuff from C-Zer. Definitely slowing it down from what we saw that game 1, recognizing that he was at a position where he was at 17, but that's kill percent against Rosalina with rage. And so he did a really good job of just kind of recognizing Lima's in a bad situation. He's at high percent. Yeah. I'm at 17. What are you going to do? Kill me? Exactly. And so he just waited for Lima to do a poor option and just F-smashed him for it.
All right, let's see if C-Zer can take this all the way against Lima's Rosalina, who, you know, I really like the way he's been playing, but I really want to see how he adapts Lumaless. We see a lot of Mileless for C-Zer whenever Lima is missing his Luma. So it's so difficult to talk about Lima when he's playing Rosalina because Luma sounds like almost identical because they're missing one different letter.
Oh my god.
Making my life hard, Lima.
Oh!
Making Caesar's
life
like
at 43.
Even harder. Goodness gracious. Never mind. Don't worry about your Lumaless play. Just do whatever you want, Lima. Just keep doing it. And now we have C-Zer. First time now fighting back from such a huge deficit. Every single game it's been C-Zer taking the first stock, and now for the first time Lima has taken that first stock.
I'm so shook, man. He was at 43 with no rage.
I mean, I don't even know how C-Zer let him go to Town and City.
I don't know, man. What do you think he banned?
Why would you take this?
Like Triplat, maybe?
Back in the dark days, we used to have a stage called Halberd legal, and Rosalina could kill most characters at 10% on a certain transition.
0, dude.
Yes, I'm lucky. I'm really happy that Bayonetta wasn't a character back then.
Or even during Castle Siege, man.
Oh, don't even talk to me about
Castle
Siege.
Delfino.
I'm salty about Castle Siege, still to this day.
I wish Castle Siege didn't transform because it'd actually be kind of cool stage.
A little bit, yeah. The original part of it, yeah.
Yeah, they have it. They have it in Smash Flash, and it doesn't transform.
Hopefully, we can see it when we get to the next game, Smash Ultimate. But still sitting here on Smash 4, C-Zer slowing it down a little bit, and we see him going for these less spin dash approaches that we were wanting the other games. And I wonder why Lima's respecting this so much. He's not going for any punishes here.
I think he's just kind of not. I think he's just kind of deciding he doesn't really want to bother pushing his advantage too much. I mean, he's sitting at a full stock lead. There's not really too much necessity for him to try and overextend. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what goes on in his head.
He has a lead right now, so like it's really good for him to stay back and push this advantage by not interacting. And Lima is not shy to playing a more defensive, reactionary-based playstyle, and that's what we're seeing right now, right? And I like that option there. He had a lot of options. He had a lot of moments where he would go for a dash attack in that situation, right? But in that situation, he made C-Zer think that he was going to go for an aggressive option, but instead waited, ran a little bit more forward, and went for that up smash and got the stock in that situation.
Yeah, that was really